All right, guys. Let me flip y'all around so I can check the battery on this thing. I didn't see how much we had. But anyway, so today, I can't see while we're recording, so it doesn't matter. Hopefully I got enough battery to kind of stick with me here. So today is Saturday. I don't even know what the day, like what number it is. It's just Saturday. So the last video y'all watched was from us working on a Friday. And, you know, wet and everything else. It's late in the evening time. Let's see what time it is. It's like 4:30, 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. So I'm hoping to get about 3 hours. I'm going to cut to dark. Son plays baseball and, you know, and try to make sure I attend as much of that as possible. That's pretty important. So instead of laying up and doing nothing this evening, I decided to come on out here, and we're gonna hopefully we're gonna get on the rubber tire and we're gonna try it. I'm hoping that the ground will support me well enough that I can just run my ass off and get some down rows cut with this thing. And yeah, I hope the ground stays together good enough. I am burnt, slap, smooth out. I can already tell by just kind of walking around out here. It's dried quite a bit. It's been pretty hot today. A little more sunny over this way than it has been at the house, where we've been ball gaming and such. But it's, there she goes. Anyway, or was it already open? Maybe Kelly didn't lock it. That's exactly what happened. Anyway, so we're getting drawed out here. Getting sidetracked. So we've been ball gaming all morning and everything. So Monday I have chemo, and it's at 6 o'clock in the evening time, but it's in Houston. Everything I do is in Houston for now. And check this out. An old shotgun shell from Wildback's 12 gauge Remington. But anyway, everything I do is in Houston. So that's 3 hours, solid 3 hours from me. So they scheduled my chemo for Monday at 6 p.m. which is okay, because that actually helps out a little bit. I don't have to do so much work on the weekend and be so far ahead. So what my goal is, I'm trying to get some down rows cut, get, 3 hours or so today, and run really, really hard. And then we'll take Monday, I'll come out here and I'll work till noon, and then we'll leave, and that'll give me, 40 minutes or so to get home, and then that'll give me, that should put me getting me into Houston somewhere between 4 and 5 p.m. depending on how bad traffic is. So hopefully we can get in there, get the chemo done, and get on back on the road home, so we can be home about 10 o'clock Saturday or Monday night, and then come on back to work Tuesday as normal. So anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing, is we're just out here trying to get some down rows cut. We're just going to throw y'all up on the rubber tire. I'm not going to take a whole bunch of time with the camera. Y'all just going to ride. So if you don't like to ride in videos, y'all probably just going to go, because you're just going to be riding, watching me work. I might try and put y'all in the cab with me. And, I'm kind of liking to keep y'all in the cab with me. I know y'all don't get quite as good a view as outside and like what's going on outside, but like if something happens, I feel I can explain it better to y'all in the moment instead of having to do a voiceover and everything else. It just makes my editing process a lot faster. It's one of them biting ass bugs. But anyway, so yeah, let's check our oil really fast before we... I know it could hold a bucket of hydraulic oil. But I want to show y'all something. See, y'all see how clear that oil is? She's dead on the full mark. But y'all see how clean that oil is? We've probably put 100 hours or so on this oil already. Might be 80 since we changed it with that Schaefer's. If you would have changed that oil and ran it for 1 day with the Rotella, it'd be just as black as this tire right here. I've never understood how fresh oil with Rotella just, I mean, it just goes black instantly. That stuff there looks better with almost 100 hours of runtime on it than even the John Deere oil that John Deere was putting in my machines when they were doing the preventative maintenance programs on it for me. This oil is cleaner after almost 100 hours of use than any other oil I've ever used. Delo, Rotella, John Deere at 8 hours of use. So it's that's impressive. I just wanted to show y'all that really fast. Hopefully I can get I got 2 lines in the head on this thing it needs fixed, and to quit leaking, and then we'll probably start topping this thing off as well with the Schaefer's oil, just because she's getting old, and just good oil never hurt anything. So it's got some conditioners and stuff in it, probably help my old pumps out and whatnot. So yeah. Anyway, so y'all go get your Coke, your popcorn, your ice cream, whatever you like to eat, your Cheetos, and next, when we come back in a second, I don't know where I'm gonna put you, and we're just gonna ride. We'll cut some down rows. We're gonna try and get some wood cut to where whenever I have to leave Monday, the job has plenty of wood to work with. So, you know, it's extra on my part, but the bills don't stop rolling, and the crew, you know, I could very easily say, all right, look guys, we're gonna work till it's time for me to go in, and we're gonna go home, and then pay them half a day or whatever, or tell them we ain't coming out at all if it was at a different, you know, early time in the morning. But I just don't see that's fair for my guys, and it's my responsibility to take care of them as far as an employee to employer to employee relationship, and I mean also their family. So I mean that's even more reason I feel responsible to take care of them. So even if they weren't family, I would be doing this, especially if they were, you know, they're good employees and whatnot. I would be doing this just so they're taken care of, and you know, I'm trying to show them that I really appreciate everything they do for me while I'm not here, and the things that I can't do now, you know, they step up. The things that I can't do, they see it, and I don't even have to ask them, and they just do it for me. So yeah. Anyway, this is that's what today's gonna consist of, riding on old Yeller. We're gonna run down here real quick before we get started and check on our beaver dam that me and Mickey tore some holes in it before we left yesterday. Looks like have they come and fixed it? No, they have not come and fixed it. There we go. All right, so y'all see all that right there? It's where I just notched that out. Y'all can see where it's, y'all can see how bad flooded this is. It's crazy, but stick y'all right here. This will be a little bit better view for y'all. I got a couple of big holes knocked in that right there now. I kind of want to do another one right there, but I'm afraid to do it with this rubber tire. I'm gonna ease down here and see if I can see where one of the main lodges are. That stuff's about 3 foot deep. Well, there's the main channel right here. That's the main channel going in right there. So they've got to have it backed up somewhere else. Got to. Y'all can see it's so badly flooded. What I'll do is I'm just gonna go right here, and everywhere I feel safe to bunch a hole in it, I'm just fixing to bunch a hole. So this is gonna affect my ground back there in the back. Like a tsunami coming down through here. Draining now. It'll be interesting to see what she looks like Monday, but we got her draining. Alright, so we got our first down row cut already. I'm not gonna lie, the ground is extremely borderline with these narrow tires. I don't know if like the duals you gotta take on and off, and they're just too rip wide to really dent with, especially in this first thinning. But I really would like to consider trying a set of 44-inch tires, which means it's, you know, you go from a 30.5 tire that's 30.5 inches wide tread pattern till you go to the 44s. That's 14 more inches. They're the same height off the ground, the same tall, you know, they're the same height as the 30.5s. And we like the 30.5s because they give you ground clearance wondering what if. So I've never run a cutter with the 44s on it. I know that would really help. The way this thing wants to be real tippy in the bigger second thinning that we were. I know without a shadow of a doubt that that would help stabilize it and make it produce more wood in the second thinning. Because whenever you put the duals on it, it's like having a 54-inch tire. On the machine. So it'd be 10 inches narrower. You know, using the 44s, it would be 10 inches more narrow than the dual. But 14 inches wider than what I have now. I don't know. Just thinking out loud with y'all. I guess the good thing too is I'm cutting uphill. So the ground should be consistently getting drier. frustrating though that you gotta be that daggone careful. Because of these narrow tires. Alright. We've swapped machines, as y'all can see. That plan went downhill fast. Like a snowball in hay. So, right after we turned the camera off, we got the next road cut, or the access cut, should I say, and it started the next row, and then you just start seeing water everywhere. So we had to, and then, I mean, I couldn't even hardly start the next down road. It was trying to fall in, so we had to abort mission and get back on Old Green Beast. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going over the rows that we punched with the rubber tire, and I'm thinning what needs thinning, and then I'm finishing the down rows in the back. I'm gonna try and get all 3 of the rows done. That should give me somewhere around 4 loads ahead of my start on. You can see the sun starting to go down. You can see I got my phone laid out over here. I was actually, that reminds me, watching some World of Outlaw Racing over on Dirt Vision. I was actually watching some YouTube videos, cameras and whatnot. And they're racing tonight, so with the World of Outlaws, so I got my headset on. I'll listen to that and cut and kind of watch it as I'm working. Sick of the rain though. Like little bits of rain's one thing, but inches upon inches in like a short amount of time, it's getting frustrating. I guess one good thing is the weather apps are showing no rain, no measurable amounts of rain for the next few days, several days. I think I run the extended forecast out, and it was like 10 days or so, and it didn't show really any considerable amount